Yo, what's up guys? I tried Alex Gillion's ranked Formula 1 league. I did 2 races in it and I'm gonna show you if there's some good racing, if the format really works. Now if you don't know the league, there's a ranked system basically like the iRacing, I think. I don't know how the iRacing works. But there's a ranked system. You get given a rank based on a time trial hot lap, then you race the people around your rank. And obviously if you beat them you get more points. You've got about 4 races a week that you can join in and the track changes every week. I've also put a link in the top of the description if you want to join the league. I hope you guys will enjoy. Let's get into the races. Yes guys, we're back in the commentary box, jumping on board for qualifying for the first of the 2 races. It's a short quali with a 50% race. As you could see, first quali run was a 41.4 and a 41.2. Now, this was kind of a late decision to join this race, so I only did about one lap on the short quali as practice. But yeah, we're gonna jump on board for this lap, which was not that bad for the amount of practice. And luckily, I also had a league race fairly recently here, so jumping on board for this lap. It is alright, as you can see in the top left, we are in 4th with our second run, which mind you it was a 41.2 and we're almost a 10th up on our time going into pool on here, gaining a little more time. And yeah, let's see where we do. As you can see in the top left, we're also fighting Paco in this race, and he was the winner of last season in this league. You also have a leaderboard which you can also get awarded points, and during a season you can also win the season. And Paco is the one that is on top of this leaderboard, and we're gonna race him today and see if we can maybe fight up top, because this is split one if you didn't know. And let's go towards the line. We cross the line, we do 40.8, puts us just about second from Callum, AMS Callum, who I think that was his banker or second run. So yeah, we're up against some pretty quick guys here. But still, we qualify in 3rd. So let's hop into the race now in 3rd against 2 AMS guys. And yeah, obviously we just want to keep it clean at the start especially. And just have a good result. So let's head into the race. We're gonna do a medium hard strategy, just like normal. Pit around lap 8, maybe a little earlier or later, depending on the racing situation. But lights are coming on. And let's see how this race goes. Lights are out. We get off to not that great of a start, but it's also not that bad. We're gonna try and have a little look down inside of Callum, but yeah, there's not really that was not really a move that was gonna stick. But we are able to hold that 3rd position going into the straight here. Of course, we have to make sure we keep the Ferrari behind us in this straight. So we're gonna use a lot of battery here, and AMS Callum and Paco almost go side to side, but they are also gonna take it easy in this first lap. And we're just gonna settle in here, of course, with the little race practice. And these quick guys, yeah, my race practice was just not feeling that great. We're gonna skip on to lap 4, and here you can see we're almost losing a second. Also trying to, you know, take care of the ERS, manage the ERS well, and you know, that was really where I was struggling with a little bit in these first couple of laps. I did manage to stick in the DRS, so we are still in 3rd. But as you can see, my ERS is so low, and I've constantly felt like Taboo Dwarf 69 behind me was closer to me than I was to Paco. Here you can see also a little moment. We have only 21% left, and I have to save the battery. But here, the Ferrari behind me goes for a dive, and here I can use all my ERS, but then I have no ERS for the rest of the straight. So I thought, because he kept, you know, inching closer, I thought I can just leave you. We can stay close with the AMS guys. The race is still long, and yeah, I thought this would be a better battle to not fight. But yeah, his light is also flashing. Perhaps I should have fought a little harder, but that's what happens a lot of time. Now we're gonna skip on to lap 7. I see Callum go into the pits, and I like pit 7 a little bit early on the pit time. But yeah, coming out of the pits, we're about 2.4 seconds behind Callum, so we're not gonna have the fortune of his DRS. And then a lap later, of course, some more people pit, but also my pace on these hards. I lost about half a second in that lap to Callum on these cold hards. And yeah, I was just not driving that great. And the car behind me here, we are able to get him out of the DRS, so we did get a little undercut on him, getting him out of the DRS behind us. But let's see what Taboo Dwarf does. Here you can see 2 laps later, he goes in the pits and he still comes out ahead. That's just showing how strong the DRS is, as well as just my bad undercut there, and just not enough pace. As you can see, also no ERS. We are still gonna pass him because I knew that he was on very cold tires here. So we are gonna pass him here. So we are in P7 now, but obviously we've got some maybe early pitters or even people that have started on the hards ahead of us. So now we close in on the Kick Sauber, and we have to engage this traffic nicely. You can see Callum has already passed these guys. We are gonna go down the inside here and brake a little too late there. We have so much fresher tires, and there we also lose the rear. Such an annoying mistake, and I didn't tell it yet, but this league has simulation damage. So that minor touch, my front wing sent flying. I was kind of shocked. And then I was so distracted that I also lost the traction. So yeah, we spin out, and that's basically our chance for podium in this first race over, unfortunately. That's why we're also gonna do a second race to try and get some redemption. Here you could see I let this McLaren pass, and hopefully we could catch up, but after one lap he already got me out of the DRS. Of course, with me missing an end plate, this was not really nice to drive. Then we have a medium runner that started on the hards, passing me, and then in lap 22, in the last lap, we are gonna run out of battery, so we're also gonna get passed by Jesper Lu 06. And then on to the last corner of the race. Let's see, Mearns behind me tries to pass me here. We're gonna go defensive, of course, still with our damage there. We look like we are able to fend him off, so we're gonna finish in P11 after penalties. Not a great first race, but yeah, still some nice racing, nice quality driving from other people, but my own mistake once again costing me. So we're gonna jump on board for the second race that I did, which was, I think, on a Friday in the afternoon, which I've never done a race around 2 o'clock. I think it was 2 o'clock or something like that. So jumping on board for my very first lap, because this is gonna be my best lap of this quali run. Was quite a good banker, but I just didn't manage to improve after this. So we're gonna jump on board for this entire lap. Let's see what we can do going into these first couple of corners, engaging it all right, and nice and tight through this downhill right into No Name. I heard there some things. We go a little bit wide, not hitting the apex there. But overall, this was just a banker, and I was not trying to set a world record lap on this banker lap. But yeah, as you can see, really nice through the chicane, and onto the last sector we go, which is such a long straight. Of course, going into the second race, we do 13.5 middle split. And yeah, onto this last race, I wanted redemption. I wanna get on the top step of, obviously, with my P11 before this. I did move up in the ranking because the time trial ranking, as we did a 41.0 there, and on the second lap you can see we were up on our time, and into the last chicane it is just not fast enough and not faster than our previous time, so we're not gonna improve. And in the last lap I was up by 1.2 tenths in the chicane we go. And we're gonna just slam the power, but I really needed to lift there, and I thought I could just send it and go for it, but unfortunately we don't, and we end up in P4 still with our banker run, which I'll take, honestly. But as I was saying, our P11 did move us up a little, so we are able to race again in split 1. As you can see me failing to park the car there. It's not that easy as it looks. It's not easy as it looks, guys. It's not as easy as it looks. So this time we're gonna race again. We are on the mediums. Third place is on hards. And let's see what start we do. This time our start is way better, especially compared to the hard run. We're straight away gonna try and get down the inside. We lose the rear a little bit there, and hopefully we get a good exit there. We are still going side to side, and it looks like he wants to carry it into Eau Rouge and Radio side to side. We go. We have to lift there slightly. Just loses us momentum, and that's us gonna be in third place. Maybe we can do something after this straight, but these cars going side to side. This was meant to be a redemption. I'm not trying to end my lap, end my race after the first lap, as they go side to side here. Not really any place for me to go. I didn't position my car really in the right place, and so we're gonna have to stick behind in third after the start. So again, trying to just take it easy. We did have a race under the belt already, and yeah, I did know that I don't want to be third in this train, because third in the train is just not nice. So I'm gonna try here and make a move on the Alpine. Really not squeezing. I should have because of the simulation damage. I'm also really kind of afraid to hit someone or get hit. And I also just wanted to have a fun race. You know, this is not really yeah. But looking back at this race, there are some occasions where I could have put on a little bit more of a squeeze, because this just ended me not gaining the position. But we are still in third, a little low on ERS again, getting pressured from behind. But as you can see on the straight, we are able to keep that third position, stick behind these PC sweats. And yeah, so in lap 4 they go side to side, and I thought let's just show this as well, because we want to see about the racing in this league, see if there's some good racing, which of course makes the league really well, apart from the ranking system that might work well. And here you can see some really nice racing. Of course there's sim damage, so there's no one saw that. There is no, yeah, you cannot really afford any mistakes. Any touch is gonna cost you, because it's gonna give you damage. So you need the people around you also to be able to drive with caution. Now we saw that they were going side to side. We have had a lot of battery. So here I'm trying to see if I can set up maybe a move or pressure the Alpine into doing something more. Again, we're gonna go side to side. We do have a car right in front of us, so we cannot really brake that late. We go over the curb, try to go for the switchback there, but there's just no grip on that corner. And again, we are low on ERS, and there's not really a lot we can do. We have to wait for another attack now, because on this straight there's more pressure from behind than we can give up front with the current level of ERS. Let's see if we can keep the car behind us, because we have no ERS. Let's see, our straight line speed was quite alright. I did, as you can see, move it down from 3 front wing to 2 front wing, as I was just not that comfortable in the race, and it felt just a little bit too aggressive for my taste. Then on to lap 7, I was really debating, should I pit just like the last race and try and undercut these guys, but I was still in the DRS of these guys. I still made it, so I thought, why not just stay out. Again, we have the DRS, but you can see in the top left, no ERS. Just that's how much time we are losing to the cars ahead. Also, they are fighting, going side to side. We're getting under pressure, but we are able to defend. And also, we are also able to get back into that 1 second because of the fighting that the cars up front are doing. Now, as you can see, there was a retirement, and I was so happy that I didn't pit the lap before, because I was really debating to pit in lap 7. I didn't pit, and we end up fortunate enough to carry this safety car. Everyone's gonna pit onto the hard tires. Everyone's starting on the hards. Kind of have their race ruined right now. But we are still in third, and we are behind Max and Alex. And yeah, the race is still 12 laps to go. And I was just kind of, yeah, I was trying to make my way through from third place. But from third place, as you all know, it's quite hard, especially because I was just a little slower than these cars ahead. I won't lie, I wasn't up to pace. For my race pace just wasn't that great. I was just, but yeah, I was able to stick with these guys. But yeah, every attack that we did seemed to just not work and lose our ERS, and then it cost me a couple of years to get that ERS back. So we're just gonna enjoy the fight up ahead. As you could see them go side to side again. Alex is in front of Max, skipping on to lap 17 now. Again, people going side to side. We have no pressure from behind. And look at the racing, really tight. And I was just hoping for some gravel, something for me to sneak past. But as you can see here again, there's not really, there was just no way for me to get anywhere. So we're just gonna stick behind. And we do have a lot of battery, so obviously after this battling I thought, alright, now we're gonna try and set up the move at the end of this lap. We are in lap 17, we still have time to regain the battery until the end of the race, if we make it or if we don't. So this is now the perfect time to launch an attack, and here you can see just dirty air, not my greatest driving. Doesn't enable me to stay as close as I would like to be. We're still only 4 tenths behind. We have pretty much 80% on the battery. We're gonna blast it all, and here we're gonna see we get past Max, and obviously we would rather stay behind Alex for the next DRS that will come. But as you can see here, we go side to side. We have to leave the space. Here I leave way too much space. Come on, man. I just try to be respectful, and I think respectful driving is important, but there's no need for me to give that much of a space, especially because these drivers are, you know, they know what they're doing. And yeah, after turn 1, again, it's a failed attack. Now we're third in the train. Maybe we can pressure Max into doing something here, but we decide to stick to keep off our ERS. Try to regain the battery as well, again, just until the end of the race, and see if we can still do something towards the end of this race. Of course, only a couple of laps to go. On to the end of lap 18 we go now. Again, we're staying close, and hopefully we can make something work. Again, it's just hard to stay even closer, and they almost go side to side, but Max is staying behind Alex. Here he has a little moment, so we are smelling an opportunity, only 2 tenths behind him. I wanted to save the ERS for the next straight coming up. Let's see what we can do, but you can see here, straight away I turn it off because I'm not gaining enough for me to make a move. I am just not. And my ERS management, I don't know, I felt like I needed to use it a lot, but I was always on a little too low, lower than these guys ahead of me, I felt like. Here Max is gonna get past Alex Norris in the McLaren. Here we're gonna also try and maybe do get something out of this. We're gonna go 3 wide here into the last corner. And this time there's not really anywhere I could have gone. I just have to give up that position and make sure that I make the corner. Now we're going side to side with the McLaren. But again, he's on the inside, and yeah, there's just, yeah, that was just not enough, and also not enough battery to fight really, because there's only 2 laps left, and I can just blast the battery now, but I will just have no battery, and that was kind of the the theme all the time. And yeah, looking back at it, perhaps I should be blasting my ERS more at certain places. I use it at the wrong places, so that's something I can learn from. But yeah, skipping on to lap 21, trying to regain as much battery as you can. As you can see, my battery is low. We're almost a second out. And that was just the pace difference between these guys and me. So yeah. On to the last lap now. We go. We have a small little battery left. And we're just gonna hope for these cars ahead to do something. Again, they're gonna fight. Alex is ahead. And the Alpine they go side to side once again. I think this might be the 5th time going really side to side through there. But Alex managed to stay ahead. And let's see if the Alpine can do something. Honestly, the second stint has been more me watching the 2 cars ahead fight than me joining the fight. But still, yeah, let's just blame that on being 3rd in the train. In the end, we do finish in 3rd. And I think there was some great racing of these guys, really respectful, and I would love to see them on the track again. So yeah, we're gonna finish in 3rd, which still I think is a good result on VSE Ranked. A shame that I couldn't really get past or make it really hard for these guys, but yeah. So that's been it for the 2 races. Let me know in the comments what you think of this format. I think it was great. I think it works really well. And it's nice that you can just sign up when you want to race and not do other shit tracks. And also I was really positively surprised. Basically because of the sim racing damage, you really have to be more careful. And the racing, I would say, improved because of that. Because if you make contact, your race is pretty much ruined. Overall, I think it's a great format and I really like to do it extra on the side. So if you want to race occasionally again, the link is in the top of the description. Now I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe, of course. In your screen right now, there's another video on my channel that I suggest you go ahead and watch. And I'll see you guys next time.